I got asked to make a video on how to clean SmartMister Mini when it gets clogged up. So effectively when you turn it on, and what you've got is the inside is crystallized. So you've got some little salt crystals that have built up. It generally happens when it gets exposed to sunlight, and then the crystals come up from here and fall down. If I turn on the light, you can see there's a bit of mist coming out, but not much. Yeah, it's easy to see with the light. So normally what you do to clean it is take the cleaning straw, which we can send you. We've got lots of them. And then a little bit of vinegar. Yeah, and vinegar, or you can use isopropanol. Basically what you try to do is dissolve the salt. So dip your straw in some vinegar. Yep, the capillary tubes will suck that up. And then put that in the center column. Effectively just spin it round. Yep, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. And what you try to do is dissolve the salt around the washers, and try and never use a cloth and a pen to push in, because it just breaks the inside. I made a little video of that earlier. But rub backwards and forwards, yep, with your straw and the vinegar. And you can see that's actually cleared. And then take the other side, which is dry, rub backwards and forwards with that. Yeah. Go back with the wet side, back with the dry side. And what you're doing is just getting all the salt crystals to come away from the transducer and the diaphragm washer that's around the outside, and then effectively they're sticking to that. And in theory, normally it's as simple as that to turn on and works. Occasionally you might want to open it up, take this capillary tube out, and then use the same thing on the inside there. So effectively turn it, wet side, dry side, spin it round in the inside. Yeah, it's hard to show you on there, until that's left dry. Put the capillary tube back in. This adds tension to it, and effectively when you drop it back in the reservoir, what you should get when you turn it on, hopefully, is back to normal. So really it's normally as simple as that. The other problem you can get is if it dries up, people can take a cloth, put a pen in and push it in and drag it around, and if you do that it will break the inside. Yep. Don't do it. Just don't even be tempted to use something to poke inside. You'll hear a little bit crackling sound of that, and that's just the remainder of the vinegar burning off. So after a few moments we're back to sort of full strength, whereas before it wasn't working. So a little bit of white vinegar, because salt and vinegar go together, or you can use isopropanol. But what you try to do is dissolve the salt and any dirt that's clogged up. So on this, it's got some sort of little dirt thing. It could be anything that's flown into it. And then you're just cleaning with the wet side, the dry side, the wet side, dry side. And that's all there is really to clean it. So it's going from not working to working. You might have to do the same on the inside. If it's not that fixes it, there are 3 screws in the inside you can take off, and if you take a dry brush, you can brush around the transducer on the inside to try and clear that up, which I can do on a servicing video, but normally just to clean is that. And then after a few moments it's back to full strength again. It's burnt off all the vinegar, and you're back to normal. Okay, hope that helps.